Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays. A couple of months ago, back in July, um, Criterion did their Barnes& and Noble 50% off sale, and I made some videos about going there and getting some. But I wanted to show off some of the movies that I got. These are ones I haven't covered yet that I picked up. These are some last minute grabs, just grabbed one or grabbed two, and that was the end. But I didn't do a video on them. So these are some leftovers from there. But anyways, yeah. Thank you for tuning in again for another episode. I'm showing off some videos in case you're new here. I show off DVDs and Blu-rays from my collection and laser discs even. But today we are focusing on Criterion Blu-rays. The Criterion collection offers great movies, from all genres, old and new. And first movie I want to show you is Tokyo Drifter. Now, this is a great movie. It's from 1966, and it's directed by Seijun Suzuki. I apologize if I messed up the name, but he is a phenomenal director, and I'm trying to get into more of his movies. He's really cool. Like, he has this cool style about him, because definitely if you look at Tokyo Drifter, it has its style, it has its comedy, it has its just the way he moves the characters along and some of the subject matter and stuff. It's really cool. Another movie he did that I really enjoyed, see, there's Tokyo Drifter, and then what was it? Oh man, I can't think of it. Oh man, I can't think of it. I always forget that one, and I'm doing it again. But anyways, Tokyo Drifter is great. This edition came out in 2011, so it's about 9 years old. But to me, it's brand new, and I really didn't see it other times I've gone to sales for the Barnes and Noble sale. So this time I saw it, I picked it up. It has a great color scheme on the case. It has kind of a mint blue, kind of a teal. It's got this pink and teal, and even in the disc has the kind of a pink teal color, has the yellow background, has a great little booklet in it. And just briefly, I'm going to read about it. They consider this a jazzy gangster film. A reformed killer attempts to go straight, and he's thwarted when his former cohorts call him back into Tokyo to help him battle a rival gang. Director Suzuki's onslaught of stylized violence and trippy colors is equal parts Russ Meyer and Samuel Fuller, which really kind of reminds me of Sam Fuller's works and stuff. So yeah, it's really super cool. I mean, it's like it's one of those movies you have to see it to even, I can't even put in words like the style and just the whole flavor. Maybe not style, I meant flavor. Like, the flavor of the movie just has I can't explain it. Moving on, guys. Now this came out right as, maybe a few weeks right before the sale started, and this was a big hit during the sale. It's Scorsese's shorts, or Scorsese shorts, and this is a collection of short films made by Martin Scorsese, the director. This was previously released on a Laserdisc by Voyager, which is a parent company of Criterion back in, I believe, 1990, 91. It was released. And this one has some extra movies, shorts on here. The previous one only had Italian American, American Boy, The Big Shave, and It's Not Just You, Murray. I believe it was just those four. Or maybe It's just Not Just You, Murray wasn't on there. But anyways, it also has What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This. So yeah, it's pretty cool. These shorts are all different subject matter. Italian American is oh man, it's such a great piece of American film. It really is. It's Martin Scorsese talking to his family, basically. You know, it shows his mom and dad cooking. They're getting ready to have, sit down and have dinner. His mom is talking lovingly about her son, and just, it's a real document. It's like you really get to know who Martin Scorsese was, where he came from. It's such a loving family and such a supportive family as they were. But Italian American is just awesome. It's just great. I say that a lot, but it's awesome. It's worth it just for that one short. I'll say that. American Boy now is really good. Now this is about, let me find his name here. About a I can't think of his name, but he was kind of like a behind the scenes guy. He played the gun dealer in Taxi Driver, who had all the guns laid out on the bed. He would like show up, he would do different things. He was like a raconteur. He would do different stuff. He would, work for a band, or now he's a drug dealer, or he's a writer, or he's been all these things. He's had all these breaks, and he's done all these. He's been at different places as things unfolded, and he's had a very interesting life, very troubled life, and it really goes into that. And it's really good too. Those first two are the big, just really make this movie, this release special. It really just really good. The Big Shave is a film that Scorsese did post college, I believe, or maybe it was during college. It was a film he did. Maybe part of his studies. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And for some reason, I just cannot remember It's Not Just You, Murray, and the last one, What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This. So I'm not really sure about those last two, but the first three, I remember them vividly from the disc I have of it. American Boy, Italian American, and The Big Shave. I remember those really good. When you open it up, it's a very gray, black and white, gray look, kind of reflecting the city. Kind of just the buildings. Maybe took from a rooftop. It has a very thick booklet that comes with it, and as you can see, there's Martin Scorsese's mom and dad. It's got a lot of stuff here. This is something really cool that I saw. Here it is. Martin Scorsese loved doing storyboards. Like, he would storyboard, the scenes from the movie, how he wants to put what scene in what part of the movie. Not to go into storyboards right now, but he kind of made this really cool storyboard of, I guess it was based on, like, during biblical times, possibly. But I thought it was really cool that he had the main title here. He had CinemaScope's 75mm, the company name. Because I did stuff like that when I was little. When I made little movies and stuff, and I would try to put those little things in there. But it looks like he has way more talent than I had, even at a young age. But like him, um, like me, he had, medical issues growing up. He was a very bad asthmatic person. He had asthma really bad. Probably I think something else. But he was somebody that I've seen in episodes a lot, just looking out the window at life happening while he was, stuck in the house and stuff. And I grew up like that, having hemophilia. I was home a lot and, on the couch, not being able to walk or something, or miss a day of school. And I got to watch a lot of movies that way, and just to be sidelined from life. You sit and you observe things a little better. And I think I've always been a very observant person, and I think that's why, movies I love so much, because I really get to look out that window of life and see the world unfolding. So I thought that's great. Big fan of Scorsese. So yeah, I highly recommend this, Scorsese shorts. If you get a chance to watch those, do it. Take it. Now here's the third disc. This was highly rated, or not highly rated, but this came out also right before the big sale, and this was very popular during the sale. It's Come and See. And that artwork is awesome. This is from 1985. It's from the Russian director, Ilym Kimov. It's 142 minutes. It's in Belarusian. It has German and English subtitles, but it's a movie that you will not forget. It's a movie about a young boy. As you can tell, going into this movie, I had never seen it before, but I wanted to check it out. And I was thinking this was an old man. This was a young man, but this was actually the boy. The war aged him and put him through so much that he would never forget. And you'll never forget this movie. Kind of takes place during the war, Russia with the Nazis, when they were invading Russia. So it's a very interesting war movie. Very, very good. I highly recommend this. Come and See. Next up is a movie. I still have not watched this, but this was just a pickup. It was also pretty new when the sale happened in July. It's Sidney Lumet's The Fugitive Kind. It stars Marlon Brando, Anna Margarini, and Joanne Woodward. And this is directed, like I said, by Sidney Lumet. It's based on a Tennessee Williams, a play by Tennessee Williams, and it's turned into a great movie. Brando works well with Tennessee Williams. Previously, famous for whatchamacallit. I always do this. I always forget everything. I was telling a friend recently that I just let the camera roll and I just leave in the forgetful things and I just let it roll and capture it. But one of his most famous roles was a Tennessee Williams play. I'll think about it. I'll put it in here. But anyways, can't wait to watch this. It looks like it's got a lot of flavor. It's got a lot of stuff going on. It's got some extra stuff. So yeah, The Fugitive Kind came out in 1960. So he was still kind of finding his way. This was one of the movies he was going to break out of. He had done On the Waterfront, and he's done a lot of movies. His name was there. He was becoming the legend, and he was the legend then. So 1960, The Fugitive Kind. So I'm gonna watch this real soon. It kind of got put to the side, and I didn't watch it. Now finally, I got an updated edition of a movie that I really love. I have this on Laserdisc, and it's the director's cut. It's Heaven's Gate. It's Michael Cimino's Heaven's Gate, the famous flop. It was a critical and financial flop. It basically put United Artists Studios out of business. It basically ended Michael Cimino's career for a few years. I don't think he ever came back with a good movie along the lines of this or The Deer Hunter, or so you hear more about it being a flop, and you don't really hear about, well, is the movie actually good? The movie is good. It's excellent. It's great. It came out in 1980. This is the I want to get it correct, if this is the uncut or this is it's the full director's cut. It's 216 minutes, 5.1 surround. It's in a 2:40 aspect ratio. Chris Christopherson stars. He's really good. It's kind of basically the end of the West in a way. This is one of the movies that kind of captures the end of the Wild West as we know it. This is basically, this happened in real life. The government came in and took these people out that were immigrants from Germany and different places that had this land, I believe in Montana, and they came in and either they were shoot to kill, burn their houses down. They wanted the land back and stuff. So it's a true story of greed and racism, and so much more. The movie has a lot in it. Chris Christopherson, Isabel Hubert, and Christopher Walken is very memorable in it. It has a lot of people in here. I think John Hurt is in it briefly. Never really understood the end, how his character at the end, how he became that way, and how he kind of went out. Because it opens memorable with Chris Christopherson and John Hurt celebrating at college, and then at the end they're divided and they never really exchange words again, and they both are completely different people at the end, and this 20 years later in the movie. But it never made sense to me. I don't know, maybe in comments you can let me know what you thought about that. But this is a movie that you will not forget. I think everybody should see it. Michael Cimino's true masterpiece is The Deer Hunter. That's probably hands down. Everyone will say The Deer Hunter, but this movie is so much more. It's large. It's an epic. It's basically the end of the 1970s movie creativity. Everything that the 70s represented. So many good movies. Filmmakers able to be filmmakers. Studios leaving the director alone and making the movies the way they wanted to. Basically, after this, it will be, no more. Like the studio control will take over stronger than it ever was in the 80s and stuff. So it's kind of the last breath of the 1970s movement of filmmaking. So you have to see this. It's great. So many good movies the Criterion Collection offers. There's so many more I need to get over the years. Over the years I've gotten so many. There's still so many good movies to see out there. The Criterion Collection offers so many movies. But yeah, it's always fun when they have the Barnes and Noble sale. Can't wait for the next one. Probably be close to Christmas, and I'll probably pick up some new ones. Some more handful of movies, because that's what we do. So I hope you guys like this episode. It's kind of wrapping up the July sale with the last things I got there during that sale. And I hope you enjoyed it. You subscribe. You can comment, and you can also like. And I do appreciate you watching this. It means a lot to me. I love sharing what I know about movies, what little bit I know. I don't know a lot. I mean, I know a lot, but I don't know a lot, you know. So boring. I just love movies. I love watching movies, and good movies. And so, yeah. So until next time, guys, I am Mike. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I will see you another day.